Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tara. This is Adventureiscollins. Today I am outside of the lab to do my gestational diabetes test. I'm actually waiting right now because I just finished chugging the drink. And if you've ever taken the drink, you know what I'm talking about. It's really gross. I'm not a fan. Although this time I did get fruit punch, which is probably the least gross of all the ones I've ever had to take. I am currently on pregnancy number 4 if you are new here. And so yeah, I've tried orange, I've tried lemon lime, and now I've tried fruit punch. I would recommend fruit punch, just FYI, do with that what you will. But yeah, I don't usually record on my phone, so hopefully the quality comes out okay. But yeah, so now I have to hang out here for an hour. There was a little bit of a hiccup because apparently my doctor's office sent over 2 orders, one for the 1-hour test and one for the 3-hour test. And so they're like insisting that I had to get a hold of somebody at the doctor's office in order to tell them which test I actually need to take. So I was kind of having to rush and do that. My husband is at home with the other kids, and we hadn't planned for doing the 3-hour test. I was under the impression I only needed to do the 1-hour test. So I finally got someone on the phone, and they said since I haven't taken the 1-hour test before with this pregnancy, that I can just start with that, and if I fail, then I can go on to the 3-hour test. I've never failed one of these before, so it should be okay, but every pregnancy they change their mind on what they want to do. Like my first pregnancy, I just had to do the 1-hour test and it was done. With my second pregnancy, they made me do the 1-hour test 2 different times, one early on and then one later, because they insisted since I'm obese that I must be diabetic, and so they made me do it twice. Even though I didn't fail the first time, they made me do it again later, and I had no like signs or symptoms or anything of being diabetic. And then my last guy, we did the 3-hour, I think. Yeah, 3-hour. Right out of the gate. They didn't even have me do the 1-hour. They just had me do the 3-hour. And because again, they're like, you are definitely at risk. Like you have so much risk. You must be diabetic. And I wasn't. And then I am in a medically supervised weight loss program. So like I've had labs done there and they've checked A1C. They checked A1C during my last pregnancy, number 3 with Maverick. And they would check me randomly, like random blood glucose test in office because they were convinced that I must be diabetic, and I have never failed any of the tests. I've never failed the surprise blood draw in office, where they would just like prick my finger and test me like right there. Never failed that either. Like my blood sugars are always in normal range. I always pass my A1C with flying colors. Like it's kind of offensive. Like I try to laugh about it, but like, yes, I get it. I'm obese and this is an obese pregnancy and you have notions in your head of what that means, right? Like I get that. And you're trying to do your job and make sure that I'm safe and my baby's safe, but like on baby number 4, I'm just starting to get offended that like they don't take into account any of my previous history, that I've never shown any signs of diabetes despite my weight, that I don't have any symptoms of diabetes, that I've passed every test I've ever been given. Even their surprise, like, hey, let's just check your blood sugar right now while we're here, sort of things at my appointments, which I was not thrilled about, honestly. Like, I felt like I was kind of being treated like some sort of criminal. And yeah, like, it's just constantly this, you have to have something wrong with you. There must be some sort of comorbid issue. And there never is. Like, I'm always fine. And like, I don't mind doing the tests and stuff, but like, I feel like once you get the test back and it says it's fine, like, why do you keep waiting for something to go wrong? Like, they keep waiting for like, oh, well, she passed the glucose test, but let's just keep watching just in case. We're just gonna keep watching, and you know what, let's just make you test again, like, even though there's no reason to, like, we have no evidence that this is a problem for you, you know what I mean? They also, this pregnancy, made me buy, because my doctor's office is a little over an hour away from my home, they made me buy a at-home blood pressure cuff to check my blood pressure at home. So I have to actually do appointments every 2 weeks now. I know I didn't do a check-in from my last appointment that I just had for 24 weeks. I'm currently 25 weeks, if you are new here. And yeah, so they had me buy an at-home blood pressure cuff. They have me doing a telehealth appointment in between all of my regular appointments. So I'm still doing once a month in-person visits, but every other thing. So I have an appointment every 2 weeks. I have to do a blood pressure check at home. So for the 3 days leading up to that, I have to check my blood pressure at home and write it down. And then the day that they call me, I have to do it while they're on the phone with me. And I have to give them all the numbers so they can keep track of my blood pressure, because I'm at risk for preeclampsia. I have never ever had preeclampsia in any of my pregnancies. I don't have any symptoms or signs of preeclampsia now or ever in the past, and I don't have any high blood pressure or anything like that now. They check my blood pressure at every appointment. It is always within normal range. So I'm like, why are you making me do this stuff? Like, it's kind of, it's frustrating. Like, it's not even kind of frustrating. It's getting frustrating. Like, having all these extra hoops because of my weight, even though there's no other factors saying that there's something wrong. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I'm being sensitive, I don't know, but it's starting to get to me, guys. It really is. So anyways, I get to sit out here. The lab tech is going to come check on me every 15 minutes to make sure that I'm still here and not cheating somehow, I guess. And then they will do my blood draw, and then I will get to go home and go about my day. But for now, I'm trying to keep it down. I'm starting to, like, hiccup a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that, but, like, it's not good. My stomach is getting kind of upset. Honestly, drinking the sugar drink is always tough for me, because I actually do low carb diets. Especially like now I'm in a supervised weight loss program. They have me doing modified keto. I was doing keto last pregnancy, and it jacks me up every time. Like, I always feel like I'm gonna barf. I barely made it through the test last time without puking. So hopefully I can keep it down. They can do my blood draw and I can go home, because I don't want to have to do it again. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Okay guys, all done. It was quick and painless, which is amazing, because usually it hurts. I'm kind of a wimp with needles. The phlebotomist was excellent. The weight was good. And yeah, I'm kind of a little bit jittery right now. Like, my hands are shaking from the drink still. But now that I'm gonna go eat, that should wear off. Hopefully. So yeah, we're done. Everything is good. We did the 1 hour test, and hopefully that'll all come back positive and we won't have to redo this again. So yeah, talk to you guys later.
We were young and we were free and running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love.